Hi guys, welcome to my channel all about food. My name is Sayali Habde and today's video is going to be on mango macarons using plain flour, that is maida. Normally, macarons are made using almond meal and is a sweet meringue based confection which was traditionally introduced in France by the Queen's Italian chef during the Renaissance period. This recipe is tricky to make and requires practice to get the proper consistency. This recipe makes around 40 macaron shells, that is 20 sandwiched macarons. Firstly, make sure you sieve the dry ingredients, that is the powdered sugar and the flour, at least twice to get a fine texture. The method that I have used for making macaron is the French method. For that, in a bowl I have separated 2 egg whites and I have added a pinch of salt to it. Salt helps to stabilize the egg whites and also enhances the flavor of the macaron shell. Now, using a hand beater, I beat the egg whites by gradually adding caster sugar to it until stiff peaks are formed. You can beat the egg whites using a whisk, but it will take some time. Now, to the egg whites I have added the mango essence. You can skip this step because egg whites normally don't have a strong smell as much as egg yolk does. In traditional recipes, essence is not used. To give a color to the shell, I have added yellow gel color. Do not use liquid colors as it will make the mixture runny and won't give you a perfect shell. Now, fold the egg whites very easily and lightly. Now that the egg whites and the dry ingredients are ready, add the dry ingredients to the egg white mixture and fold the mixture gradually. Take time while doing this process as it is the most crucial step. Use cut and fold method to mix everything properly. Also make sure that the mixture is lump free. As you can see that the mixture is not yet ready and requires more folds to create a ribbon-like consistency. Also, it doesn't form the number 8 and breaks midway. Well, it took me close to 70 folds to get this ribbon-like consistency, and as you can see, it's forming multiple 8s and isn't breaking midway. This is when you know that your macaron shell mixture is ready. Pour the macaron mixture in the piping bag and as you can see, it's forming beautiful ribbons. It's not even breaking even when I'm pouring it in the bag. Well, the oven that I have at my place is a convection which has a circular disc, and the silicone mat is a rectangular sheet which can make 48 macaron shells at once. So I just cut the mat in 4 pieces using a scissor in order to make it fit on the circular disc. Well, this mat has a standard marking for the macarons and consists of 2 circles. Kindly fill the inner circle with the macaron mixture. You can also make macarons on butter paper, but at least try 2 shells before you pipe out the entire batch. See how it works for you. Let the piped mixture settle down and then using a toothpick, fill the left out spaces. Do not tap the baking tray on the surface. Let the mixture rest for at least an hour or until it dries completely. Now that the shells have dried, it's time to bake them. Keep a small stand on the circular disc and preheat the oven at 160 degrees Celsius. This would take around 5 minutes. Now that the oven is preheated, place the baking tray on the stand and bake the macaron shell mixture at 160 degrees Celsius on a convection mode for 10 minutes. This temperature helps to give a crown or the foot to the macaron shell and doesn't change the color of the shell. Again, bake the macarons at 140 degrees Celsius on a convection mode for 10 minutes. This temperature ensures the cooking of the macarons from inside. Now that the macarons are baked properly, cool the macaron shells completely. As you can see, the macaron shells have acquired a decent feet and a clean surface. It has a crunchy texture from outside and a cake-like softness from inside. Well, I have tried making this recipe thrice with different quantities of ingredients and working with different temperatures, but this recipe has worked out really well. Well, to fill the macaron shells, I have used the mango fruit leather or the aam papdi recipe, which I have mentioned in the description box below, as I don't have any ingredients to make a mango ganache recipe. Well, to be very frank, I feel I have successfully achieved 80% of this recipe and there is definitely a room for improvement. I might again try making macaron recipe using plain flour with again different quantities of ingredients and compositions, and will upload a foolproof recipe in the coming time. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Do subscribe to my channel and like, share and comment on my YouTube video. And if you have any queries, reach out to me either on my email address or my Instagram page.